But I thought I'd talk first about some of the most common bio blunders that I see in my work. And maybe you can put your own bio through some of these filters and see where you land on all of these little criteria. I call this ABCDI disease. ABCDI. A stands for arrogance and absence of proof. Arrogance. You know your bio has an arrogant tone of voice when there's so many $5 words in there that they don't really count for a lot. You know that when you read it and your nose is starting to crinkle and your brows starting to furrow and you're asking yourself, does the emperor have any clothes in this case, or am I kind of all wet? Have you ever read anybody's bio and asked yourself that? Yeah. You go, oh God. What ends up happening is that when people use all these $5 words and all this whatever they do, instead of you wanting to lean in, it has you at arm's length. And if you're at arm's length, do you think they're going to pick up the phone? Are they going to send you an email? Are they going to rush to meet you when you go to the next networking event? They're going to feel intimidated, like maybe they can't do business with you. You're too good for them. So go through your own bio and see how many $5 words you have and see if you can say what needs to be said in simpler, more conversational terms, because that will help people like, trust, and respect you more readily. And even the Wall Street Journal writes at the 8th grade level. So that's one of the most prestigious business periodicals in America today. So let's just take a lesson from the Wall Street Journal. Absence of proof is a big one. Sometimes people say, best-selling author on Amazon, but they forget to say that it was for 1 week in July in 1985.
1 hour.
Or for 1 hour. Maybe people are saying things like, highly acclaimed expert. According to who? Now, if you were quoted in the Wall Street Journal and you were featured on USA Today and CNN Radio was calling you regularly, you can say you're a frequent contributor to these prestigious broadcasts, and that makes you sound pretty cool, and that helps set you apart from someone who doesn't have that. But if you're going to start using all this acclaimed, powerful language and you don't offer any proof, again, that keeps people at arm's length instead of getting them to lean in. So that's the A's. Absence of proof and arrogance. These are my favorite. Blah, blah, blah. Boring, bland, boilerplate. These are all the B words. And if there's any bankers in the room, forgive me, but sometimes when you read a banker's bio, that's what you get. So-and-so graduated from this particular university and is a graduate from the Pacific Coast Banking School and has been writing loans for 20 years, and he lives comfortably in his lovely Mercer Island home and has a couple of kids that go to the private school, and you're thinking, yeah, so what? Right? You know what I mean? Every banker looks the same. And it's pretty darn hard for any bank to set itself apart in the marketplace because they're all so gosh darn conservative. And bless them, they've been my clients for years. But you know what? I'm not very conservative. I don't know how that's worked out. I really don't know how that's worked out. If it's boring, bland, or boilerplate, my invitation is for you to consider whether or not you can make your bio magnetic, magnificent, and remarkable, and memorable. So I thought I'd offer a couple of examples to show you how this works out. And this is a lovely woman I met on a teleseminar. This is what I call a blah, blah, blah bio. Any real estate agents in the mix here today? Great. This one's okay. It's not horrible, but it could be better. Risa Davis has lived in the Portland area for 30 years. She's worked with many clients on the sale and purchase of their homes. Her working philosophy is to create an educated environment to help her clients make confident decisions while negotiating their way through any transaction. She's got a practical background in home renovation that carries over to all periods of homes. She's on the board of the Architectural Heritage Center. Are you, palpitating? I wasn't palpitating. And I said, are you open to some upgrades? That's always a good way to start a conversation. Are you open to some upgrades? Because some people have pride of authorship and they don't want to change. They're just looking for that rubber stamp. You're fabulous, no trouble, stay with that. But when she said yes, I'm open to some upgrades. So what I did is I rewrote it so that it sounded more compelling to her ideal customer. And so I said, Hundreds of satisfied Portland, Oregon clients seeking homes of character and distinction rave about the process of buying and selling their homes under the competent guidance of Risa Davis and her team at Nouveau Realty Group. Since 2003, Risa and her able team have applied a combined 100 years of practical background in home renovation and insights in education to successfully guide buyers and sellers to winning outcomes. In the best and most challenging of times, Risa's passion for performance and results is why she consistently earns her place among the top-rated real estate agents for customer satisfaction. She discovered her passion for real estate and talent for savvy negotiating while playing Monopoly as a third grader. It's a combination of art, heart, market knowledge, and skills associated with completing complex transactions in her Portland backyard that sets Risa and her team apart. When she's not guiding buyers and sellers to get what they want, she enjoys renovating her own home, studying preservation-related articles, teaching classes like the Green Myth Revisited. Visit Nouveau Realty Group to learn more. Doesn't she sound better? Because it's all about her client. What is her client looking for? And she's addressing these stunning results that she's helping her client achieve. She's demonstrating her passion that started at a very early age. She's saying something personal about herself so that you know right away that she's the one for you or not. And you know that this is her life, that it spills into her personal life, so it's not something she's just doing for the money. And if you're trying to sell a home in the best and the worst of times, what kind of real estate agent do you want? I think you'd want somebody like that. So that's a complete makeover from what she had to what she now is. And she's like whistling Dixie. She said, wow, you made me sound so cool. I'm feeling really confident. I'm really ready to go. So that's an example of between boring and bland and the other. C disease. C disease relates to content. I like to refer to this, though it's not a C, it's like Goldilocks. There's the little bowl, it's too hot, too cold, just right. Well, not every bio is right for every situation. And I've learned this very, very specifically recently because I've done a lot of radio interviews on National Public Radio and CNN Radio and Wall Street Journal, and I've been interviewed a lot. And some of them are like backyard media, and some of them are like national media, and you have to like be ready no matter who it is, and you're thinking, oh God. So when CNN comes to call, you're going to get a 6-minute segment. And if they were reading that bio, then I'd have a minute to say, hi everybody, so glad I got to be on the show. Then you'd be done. Anybody here want to be on the radio? Okay. If you're going to be on the radio, if you're going to be on like I'm Thankful Network or Blog Talk Radio or some of these local backyard venues that give you the practice to get your message right, you can often have a longer bio and the host will be happy to read it. But if you're going to be on National Public Radio or CNN Radio or the Today Show or something in between, you're really going to be well served to have 2 lines of text that really gets to the meat of the matter. Because that's all you get.
Want even more content to make your bio stand out and shine now? Opt in to access the full-length audio presentation, written transcript, and learn about the ways you can turn your own bio around to get seen, heard, celebrated, and compensated now. It's Nancy's gift to you. Join the conversation at our Facebook fan page. Find us at Extreme Bio Makeover Salon on Facebook. Share a link to your new bio and invite comments from serious buzz builders the world over. Every day is a chance for each of us to be important. Let today be that day. It's your story. Tell it well. Click on the link to start today. And thank you for listening.